Back to the SAE Mic'd Up podcast. My name is Yanku.
And I am Morocco.
And Morocco, we have an amazing episode for the first episode back.
Yes,
we have an amazing guest, Morocco.
Who do we have?
We have the one, the only, Lisa Ruetman. Lisa,
Hey guys.
thank you for joining us today on the first episode
Thank
back of the new
you.
semester. We are on episode 5, as far as I believe. Yes, I got a few nods.
Yeah.
We're on episode 5 of this season, of this year, of everything. And Lisa, how does it feel to be back to the new semester, the new start of everything, new chapter again?
Great. It's really nice to have the students back on campus. There's a lack of vibe, good energy on campus. So, yeah, great to have everybody back. It was a quiet about 5 weeks on
Yeah, it
campus.
was hectic.
Yes, so
Yeah.
good to have you guys back.
It's good to be back. Hey?
Is it?
It's been scary. I mean, like personal info. Like we only have one class a week.
Yeah.
It's third year stuff now.
So
It's
we're technically on extended holiday with a partial break in between.
yeah, essentially, yeah. Third year guys, it's serious. It's serious stuff. But it's very exciting for us. We're very exciting.
Good.
It's kind of sad to end this chapter almost, type of thing.
It's like mixed emotions.
It is very sad, but we're gonna make the best of it. And that's
Good.
the thing always.
That's what you should do.
But like I said, new semester, new everything, new students. We're gonna have new high certificates pull up as well. Very excited for that. Very excited. And Morocco, what's on the plan for this semester? There's a big thing coming up now.
Oh yeah, no. Plan for the semester is crazy. We're doing a lot, and it's a short semester as well.
Yeah, it's
We're-
shorts.
Dude, we're going crazy. Well, we're having like a fun day next week.
Yes, indeed. Bingo. We're having a fun day next week as biannual. Is that what it is?
Is it
Yes,
biannual?
Biannual, yes.
Yeah,
The
like
English
it-
Afrikaans is getting hectic. So it's just my English data is
What
hectic.
is it in Afrikaans?
No, but that's now you're putting me on the spot. Because I want to say bi-weekly. The podcast is on bi-weekly.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
what was it? So you wanted to say bi-weekly twice a year?
Yeah, bi-weekly, twice a year, something like that. What is the Afrikaans? I'll Google translate it later, but it's just fun. Yes, we have a fun day coming up. It's the beginning of every semester, there's a fun day. It's very awesome. There's things like open mics, gaming lounges, if I could put it like that. We usually have
competitions
drawing.
going,
Yes,
some,
I'm so excited for that. Every semester, seeing big things. Lisa, do you have anything to tell us about, hinting what's gonna happen at the fun day?
Well, we always have the Tekken tournament. That's quite popular, so I'm sure that will get us some attention.
Oh yeah.
And the open mic's always lacquer.
Yeah.
And then everybody comes for the food as well, I'm sure.
Yeah.
100%. It's usually just a good vibe.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yes.
yeah. Like
It's like a freshers party sort of.
it
more
kind of
chill.
is, It's that coming back to campus, just having a good time with people, meet new people, especially
Yes.
higher certificate intake, meeting all the higher certificates, beginning
Yep,
of the year, meeting all the new people all the years. It's very fun, and it's always such a good place to mingle with all the different departments, because I feel that's a very big thing that we strive for at SAE to
Yeah,
have
the
the best.
collaborative.
Yeah, I mean, I always say. Always remember it from open day speeches, but this is one of the biggest, and I don't want to say lost because that sounds negative, but I mean for education wise, this is one of the biggest places where you will have so many creatives under one roof.
Yeah.
And that's very inspiring to me as well. So many like-minded people that are all on the same drive of we want to create just beautiful content and just in the area of creating new things, creating new songs, creating new media, especially because since media is such a creative place for your imagination to thrive, to have more. We always say when we're mixing, let's get a new fresh set of ears, things like that. It's always nice to see someone else's opinion, see how they think, how they do about it. But
Speaking of collaboration, it's like with this podcast, it's a huge collaborative work.
100%,
Intense amount of
100%.
collaboration that goes into it. Setting up lights,
Moving
couches.
couches.
We let the strong young men do that.
The strong gents
Have to
behind the
protect
table
the voice
there.
for the rest of us.
Yeah, something like that. Keep the
Keep the
stamina for the podcast.
yeah,
Obviously,
and
obviously.
the sound guys.
Our sound guys,
Thank
film
you
people,
guys. Love
our
you guys.
producers at the back, everyone.
Yeah, like it's
They
this-
don't look very happy with us, but it's okay. It's all that counts.
Are they ever happy with
No,
us?
I think they like, especially like setting up for the podcast. It's. I think we're not very popular when it comes to
I
that.
mean, we're like Hollywood divas, but for a podcast.
Almost like this, yeah. But yeah, talking about that fantastic segue. But since we are, like we said, we are third years now. We are getting old. We are almost like the furniture here. So essentially, yeah. I mean, I think Lisa knows by now we are constantly in that office. I think by now they're just like, every time we go into that office, it's like, yeah, only one more semester.
Yeah.
Only one more semester, please, please.
Like at least now they only have one class.
Yeah, I only see them once. It's okay. But yeah, since we are third years, our whole team is third years essentially. So we are all gonna leave at the end of the year, unfortunately. Fingers crossed, everything. No, just kidding. We're all gonna be there.
But what do they say? Third year is better the second time around.
Yeah, third year is always more fun the second time around. But yeah, no. So we're all leaving. So we are coming to you guys to ask the students of the SAE Joburg campus.
Yeah.
We are gonna have lots of flyers, things like that, adverts, like almost TED Talks, coming classes, things
Yeah.
like that, because we want you guys to be a part of the new podcast team. It is a thing that we took over from Toto.
Yeah,
We
he
were
did a
so
great
lucky and
job
so
with it.
blessed. He
Yeah.
was so amazing. And we were so lucky, like I said, to be able to take it over from him. And like, let's like say, like take on the legacy.
Yes.
And we like, because that was also so amazing because he did it for Creative Project, right?
Yeah.
If I remember
It was just an assignment
correctly.
for him, and
Yeah.
it became a whole cultural thing nowadays.
Exactly, like that's the cool stuff that happens at SAE, you know, because it was just a simple project and now it's turned into already a 3-year process. Like even after him leaving here, becoming an alumni,
Yeah.
2 years after he left, it's still going
Still
on,
going, yeah.
and we really want to keep that legacy going on with a new team even after we leave. So
And we're
yeah,
inviting all you creatives there, you animators, beat makers. You want to
Everyone.
host as well and replace these two?
yeah,
You know, we need to be replaced. You know,
please. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, we need hosts, we need animators, sound guys, film, everything, you know. If you can think of anything to add to the podcast, whether it's maybe being a producer, content creator, script writer, things like that, we need everything and everyone.
Yeah.
So please, 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 there will be flyers and posters coming up in the halls in the very, very near future.
Yeah.
And we have up until, let me check my...
30th?
30th of August.
Yeah.
So up until the 30th of August. Yo.
Take your time. Take your time.
Now, please.
Yeah. Breathe.
Afrikaans, bro. So the 30th of August, we have the ending submission date. It's going to be a simple, just Google form. Say what you want to do. Say who you are. It's not name, surname, proof of residence, blood, like what's
Yeah,
the
what
blood
blood
type,
type,
you know,
yeah.
thing. It's not like that. It's not deep. It'll really take you like 5 minutes to fill in, and then we'll come back to you, and then we get some new creatives to carry on the podcast.
Absolutely.
Which
And
is
if you
so
think
cool.
you have the ability or you just want to learn, you're more than welcome to join us here whenever we shoot.
Exactly.
Honestly, we're just open to inviting anybody and everybody.
We're here all about vibes.
All about
so,
vibes.
Yeah, exactly.
And also, it's a good look on your CV. I'm just saying. Just saying.
just the like
Yeah,
shameless
just a little.
plug. And then another topic for the podcast, I have to say, Morocco, we've got a bunch of cool guests coming
Oh
in.
yeah.
Like I said, I said previously,
Oh, wait.
my lawyers
Wait.
said,
Yeah, we're like no name dropping.
my
from here
lawyers
on
said
out.
because I get very excited. Yeah.
Like, keep them in suspense.
Yeah, I mean, keeping me in suspense.
Yeah.
Like, I already know who's coming, but I can't say. But in the next few weeks, we have a bunch of cool collaborations with people and very cool guests that are coming through. So please be sure to check out everything that's happening.
Yeah.
And yeah, speaking of guests, we have the one, the only ME.
ME,
Before
yeah.
before the camera started rolling, I learned what ME stood for.
What does it
So-
stand for? Because I've already forgotten.
No, don't.
I've never
Managing
both.
executive.
There you go.
I'm old school. I'm like I said earlier. I'm very old school. I'm just like principal, like type of thing, like school with, like that type of thing. But you're not a school with. You're like, how can I almost say? like a friend with the students.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, I'm getting called to the principal's office, type of thing. Like I said earlier, you already know we are constantly in the office to chat with people and chat with you. So yeah, for the people that like don't really know, I guess like know what ME is or whatever. Lisa, tell us about what you do here at SAE.
Yeah.
I mean, we are already ingefrasseer. What's like anyway.
Subtitles.
Yeah, subtitles into SAE, but there are a bunch of new
Yes.
students like that have not really gotten to know you yet.
So what the ME does is you basically manage the campus. So you are in charge of everything operational in the campus, making sure campus runs smoothly. I think for us at SAE, really what's really important is our student health, the vibe on the campus, that there's room for collaboration, that there's always creativity happening in whatever it is that we do, that we innovate. That our lecturers are still involved in industry so that we can give our students better opportunities. And just really, education is everything. We want to make sure that when our students leave, they are ready to step into a job and make a difference.
That's and as she says, like, when you have lecturers that are actually in the industry,
The world's different.
it makes a huge difference, because then they give you live feedback as to what is actually happening in the industry, and it's not a theory-based thing. They're living it.
Yeah, no,
And it's
100%.
like you get that
yeah.
you get those lessons in class through their personal experiences, and that's just amazing.
It is really cool. I mean, that's always what I like try to push with the open days. It's not like a random someone who's like retired now or things like that. Like, these are still like the sound lecturers are still like doing gigs, finding out more about new sound equipment, things like that.
Oh, speaking of new sound equipment, hey?
Yo!
Huh? You like?
Yeah, we've got new sound equipment. We've got a bunch of new equipment on campus that we are all very excited about.
Good
Even the
stuff.
film crew is
Yes.
excited about the new lights and everything. So yeah, we are in it's almost kind of experimental phase, I'm not gonna lie. So
Director Tim has a light that he really likes, and he wants to take it home.
yeah, he wants to take the light home actually. So yeah, there's been new struggles, but like it's learning and stuff. So we're learning the lights, learning the microphones. But we're very excited.
Well,
But,
we were
yeah.
like little kids when it came in. We literally, as it came in, we were just opening everything to see what came.
It's like
So-
Christmas gifts.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, I think we should talk about Bern, one of our sound lecturers. We love him so dearly. Bern, if you see this, we really, really love you. But I
Hot.
remember we were sitting in class at the end of the semester, and he was telling us that we got new microphones and new equipment coming in, and he was telling us about the new, the new AKGs
Yeah,
coming in.
He was geek.
He was so
It's
excited.
like, guys, you don't understand. Look at this.
I feel like sometimes Benja is just like, yo, you guys like see how cool this stuff is. Like, please use it. Like, don't be scared. Because we're always like, yo, we don't know
Like,
it.
no,
We're
this is
too
new,
scared.
yeah.
Like, yeah, it's just like, Ben's like, if you're not gonna use it, I'm gonna use it. Type of thing. So that's very cool. But yeah, like, back to the topic, like I said about Ben, like, even he's so like constantly learning about new things. We've got animators doing like drawings, animations in the industry, film, gaming, everything. We've got constantly lecturers learning about new stuff. We've got lecturers that are also still studying as well. That's
Yeah.
very exciting. That are also constantly trying to learn more, because I feel
Yeah.
that's especially in the creative industry. That's the thing of you constantly need to adapt to new what's happening and everything like that. It's that type of thing. You can't be scared of technology. You've got to work with it.
Yeah, yeah.
So having lecturers that are constantly adapting and learning you how to adapt yourself in the creative industry is very inspirational.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lisa, how's your experience been so far at SAE? You can put it like that. So you've
Sure.
also been here almost like more than a year and a
Yeah,
half.
it's almost a year and a half. I
Crazy.
just quickly want to go back to what you said now. I
Yes.
think what's amazing is the passion on campus.
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And the lecturers all have such a passion for their craft. And you spoke about like-minded individuals earlier, and that's also, that's when our students come in, and you just get so excited together, like you were saying now about
yeah.
with the equipment and all of that. That's the amazing thing, is the passion that we get to live every day for our craft. The experience, I don't know who knows this, but I actually started this campus 6 years ago.
I didn't even know that. That's
I
kind
was-
of very
I
cool.
was-
For
yeah.
your information.
But I was only here for 3 months, and they moved
Okay.
me to International Hotel School Pretoria campus.
Oh.
So it's full circle now. I came back last year towards end of March, and it's been almost a year and a half, and it's been just the most amazing experience. It's I've learned. I think you're always blessed in what you do when you learn more than. You get more than what you give. And I always try to give a lot, but for me, I've learned so much from everyone around me. And one big thing that I've learned is definitely about passion, living your passion, but also compassion. That's a big thing for me in the creative world, is the compassion that people have. And on this campus, you feel it every day. And that's been amazing to see. So but it's just been an absolutely amazing experience. It's nice to see we've grown in the past year. Like you said, with new equipment, we made some changes to the campus. We see the most important thing for us is we see the students grow and develop. And that's what we're all about. So
Absolutely. Like with the development part, is like obviously for you, you can see there's a huge difference between when you were here for the 3 months
Crazy.
and then when you're back again.
Yes.
It's like, what for you would you say was the biggest change that you were really excited for coming back this side?
Having students on campus.
I mean, fair enough. Not having empty halls.
It's like, that would be great,
it was,
you know?
it was a shell, and we were planning for everything. We
Yeah.
started the painting and some of the furniture. But we were still enrolling students. So even in the next year, I always came to visit a few times a year because I was still part of the same company. But every time to get here and see what has changed, all the different changes, see the different students. And it's been such an amazing experience. I mean, this campus started with a small group of students. Look at where we are now. It's wonderful. And also now we have success stories. We've got alumni. When we started, there wasn't that. So now we have students that come back and tell us about what they're doing, etc. And that's really good to see.
No, we have great success stories. We've interviewed one of the alumni as well.
I'm too scared to name drop
No, but
anyone now.
He was on the episode.
On the
He
episode.
was on the episode.
And honestly, it was such an amazing experience. And honestly, we made like such a good friend also in the industry. Like just also, as you said, having alumni now. And this said person who will name drop in a second was like...
Are we allowed to?
We were so we're allowed to.
Director Tim shrugs, so it's
sure.
a yes.
So the guest we're talking about is Jason Bordenay.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug, otherwise known as Sojourn, but Sojourn Music. But if you're seeing this, Jason, we really loved you on the podcast. And what I want to say about having alumni and have alumni coming back, Morocco and I were nervous. It was scary. And I think we told them that afterwards, but nonetheless.
Because the thing is, he looked like such a superstar.
He looked
and
so
we're
cool.
like, there's no way we are going to interview him.
Yeah, exactly. We were so scared. And then we realized, while doing the interview and chatting afterwards as well, he was also just a student on SAE, and him coming back from such a wide success story, is so cool to see. Like I said, like-minded people, someone that has made so much progress in their life and career, who was also just like us, students at one point, and same thing, and still almost have the same mentality that's constantly I want to create more.
The same passion and the same desire as when he started. I just want to make good music and share it with the world.
Exactly.
And be around people who have the same mindset and the same passion. And having that surrounding you constantly, it's like a crazy drive to, I need to do more. I want to do more. And it's I don't think you get a lot of that in a lot of campuses.
No,
but, the way everything is structured here is you walk through these halls and you're walking past every department to get to your class, and you're I'm bound to one day have to collaborate with at least one of these guys.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And it's okay, might as well just make friends along the way.
Definitely. Networking is crazy, and like I said, so many creatives under one roof. We try to push collaboration, but I don't think it's even something that's necessary to push because it just happens constantly everywhere. People just sitting outside playing music to each other, chatting about this is the new film I'm working on. You want to be an actor, you want to like help me like screenwrite this, things like that, just constantly working. I mean, animation students being like, oh, I need sound. You know, things like that. Like, it's not even a thing like, yeah, guys, please collaborate. And like, yeah, this is like, I feel like some people are like, yeah, it just happens automatically. Oh, we're having vibe for a second. But it just happens automatically. And that's actually like such a beautiful concept to me. But yeah, that's like scary. I don't even know campus is that old. Like 6 years ago, I was thinking to myself, I was always saying that I think I was in grade 10 by that time. So that's so cool to also like know that this campus has grown so much.
Yeah.
I mean,
because I mean, you can tell the difference from last year's intake and this
already.
year. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. And I mean,
you feel it.
You feel it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You really do. Like the energy around here is incredible.
And I mean, the first years maybe don't know it, but I mean, a bunch of third years know exactly like even just from first year to third year from where we are now, like it's been so like monumentous how like great like changes happening, constantly adapting. But yeah, I'm just gonna say constantly adapting the whole time. So Morocco, just take it away from me, please.
It's okay. So yeah, I got this.
But yeah.
So Lisa, we had a really fun question we wanted to ask you.
Oh, gosh.
No, it's nothing hectic.
I'll be honest, I don't know what he's gonna say.
He knows exactly what I'm gonna ask. Just doesn't want to be guilty by association. But we have 4 faculties on campus, right?
4 disciplines.
Here we go.
4 disciplines.
Yes.
Sound, film, gaming, and animation. If you were to be a student and enroll back in school, out of one of these 4,
Wow.
which one would you pick, and why would it be sound?
Why was I expecting that?
Yo, where would you say, like, what do you
For
enjoy?
Lisa Rothman, what would your passion...
Except everything, because
outside-
I want to
yeah.
do everything.
I would love to have done
Like, I just know I'll be here forever. Like, if I'm going to do everything, so I have to stick to sound, but yeah.
So I think because of my specific skill set, I would probably have gone for film. But that is just me as a person. I grew up adoring Steven Spielberg.
Oh, yes.
So I just wanted to be Steven Spielberg when I grow up. So all the way from E.T. So
yes, of course.
so that's to know all these different disciplines. Each of them have such a uniqueness to it, and there's a place in the market for every single program.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what's so amazing. Creative media is an industry that keeps growing. And like you said, constantly adapting. We're constantly changing to adapt to what's going on. I mean, AI affects us drastically. And that's why we also need to keep adapting. But there's nothing like originality out there.
Definitely.
So can't beat it. So there'll always be a place for what we do. But yeah, I think each of it, I mean, our students, you see students excel in different things as well in the programs, not just in one area. So, you know, but that's me personally, Phil.
Yeah, because I think also like sometimes people don't always have the full concept of like what happens in the creative media. I know we always talk about like music, like since we're sound students, but music is always a thing of like people are like, oh, this track is so good, or it's maybe bad, or whatever, or things like that. Opinions. But people don't always realize what it takes to even just make a song, you know, a 3-minute song. Like, and I think that's also being at SAE is so cool to witness what happens in all the departments, you know, type of thing. Because people are just like, yeah, it's a movie and it takes long, you know, to obviously shoot a movie because it's a lot of work. But people don't necessarily even understand what it takes to just be producing, doing only lights, doing scripts, all that stuff. I mean, Tim, we know about your fights with film. Like screenwriting, like I said, screenwriting. Like, there's got to be people that's got to get actors, you know, advertising, all that stuff. Like, it's a massive industry. People are like, oh, you're going to do film, you're just going to stand behind a camera or something.
Like, no,
it's
there's
not
so
that.
much more to it than that.
And
it's so much more.
Exactly.
And it's like, we get parents on open days, and they always have this concern, like, but what about, it's like, this industry is bigger than you actually think it is. Like, we only see it surface level, but once you're actually in it, you realize this is an entire iceberg. Like,
Definitely.
it's huge.
It is.
There's so many responsibilities and duties to take on. Like, even with like director Tim.
Director Tim.
His team was quite big, and they're all like, there's obviously going to be that clash, but it's nice to know that you're able to go through that conflict and still bring out a good product. And it's like,
And
what about in the
you
real
kind
world?
of have to
Yeah.
as well to become a team. You
Yeah.
know, that's part of
Definitely.
it.
It's like, what about in the real world? You know, like you're gonna be a student. I'm just doing camera, and then in the
Yeah.
real world, your
Versatility.
director's like, nah, I don't want you on camera. I want you on lights. And it's
Exactly.
like, lights.
I don't know lights.
I don't know lights. But it's like here at SAE, they give
You
you,
know
the opportunity
everything.
to essentially do everything.
But I wanted to say, learn everything.
Yeah.
Yes, you're going to specialize in something, but the more you know, the better you can do.
Yeah.
And you might think this is what I'm interested in, but through exploring, find something else.
Yeah.
So it's so important, learn as much as you can, be a sponge always,
Yeah.
because that's how you actually grow. That's the most important thing, is to just take in as much as you can. Yesterday we had a master class from a SAFTA award winner for film third years, and Siam Bele. And yeah, it was absolutely amazing. And that's one of the things he said to us as well was, you know, go on, work on sets, do anything. But in between, when people are at the catering table, you know, go and chat to people. That's how you learn.
Yeah.
But be open to do anything, and that's really what it's about.
Yeah.
Talk to anybody. He also said, approach your heroes. You know,
Definitely.
talk to anybody, ask for help.
Yeah.
I think people are sometimes also like, yeah, I want to, like, if I can expand on that line, like, doing sound or something. If I'm doing sound, I want to instantly drop an album. I want it instantly to bang. I want everything to go platinum, you know, type of thing. But like you said, Lisa, like even staying at catering, making that coffee for someone, being that assistant, you know. I think that's also a beautiful thing of the creative industry, of starting at the bottom,
Yeah.
Yes.
you know, type of thing. Being self. I think also, what a name drop. One of our previous episodes, which was also a very fantastic one we had with Losha Cooper Kumar.
Oh, there he wants to name drop.
I was going to do it anyway.
I want to name drop.
It was honestly such a beautiful episode. But one of the things that G said is, even if I'm actor number 5 on the list,
Yeah.
you know, I'm going to do 100%. I'm going to be the best I can, you
Yeah.
know, at whatever it is what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm
Even
gonna
if
act
I'm
number-
extra number 23, you know, type
Yeah.
of thing, I'm going to be the best, you know, I can. And I feel that especially on any industry, like, start at the bottom. If this guy wants you to make it like double espresso coffee, you're going to make the best, you
best
know.
one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's how you get into the industry, just starting helping out. You might feel like, oh, I'm just rolling up cables or something, things like that. But it's such a, as we said previously, like the industry is much wider than we like almost, I want to say, comprehend. Like the industry is so much bigger than like people think, oh, I'm just rolling up cables. You're actually the start of something beautiful.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you actually played a role in creating something beautiful.
Exactly. Even if it's the bare minimum, you know, it seems a team. I mean, also with us with the podcast, we know so many people that have like have input that goes into it. For example, like the meetings, the hours, the things like content creation, things like that. Like even like we said with the like applicants for the team, like even just the person like screenwriting, or I think I'm using the word screenwriting too much. Yeah.
Just a
Fair
bit,
enough.
just
But like content creation, things like that, it's such a big thing. Like even if you're not necessarily behind the like in front of the camera, behind the camera, it's such like a beautiful thing just to be a part of a team creating content. But
yeah, and it's a beautiful thing to see the product out there.
Totally.
Like it really is. Like and it brings so much joy to you and peace to you, knowing that I was a part of that. Like I might not be the face of it, but I have a hand in
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Because one way or another, that was me. You know?
Yeah.
It's like
exactly.
that's legacy right there.
100%.
That is legacy. And it was like something you also said about the Losha Cooper Kamala interview.
Yes. That was very inspirational.
It's like how she was like, I'm willing to work my best at whatever position I'm getting, whatever I'm given. Because if you don't do that down here, how are you gonna lead the people when you're up
Exactly.
there? You know, because now she's
It's a big thing.
absolutely.
And I feel that's a big thing on campus as well. If I can like circle back, like with the different productions like we've been a part of, you know, and that I've also seen on campus and things like that, everyone's always eager to like help, you know, give a helping hand, you know, type of thing. It's that type of thing of just walking by, it's like, oh, do you guys, you're struggling, can I help you with something? You know, like, is there something that I can do just in, like I said, New Year's or something? Like, when we're just vibing in studio, maybe someone, like, just comes and is like, can I please hear what you're doing? You know, just constantly, it's not, like, SAE and the people here are not self-centered at all. And I think that's a very big thing. They're always like, I'm so willing to help out everyone. It's that type of thing, like, always when there's a student, you know, type of thing, we'll always help the students. You know, it doesn't matter, like, which faculty they are. Like, I mean, I'm in sound, you know, but if an animation student is like, please, can you help me draw this? I'll be like, oh, wait.
I'll give you the
YouTube
best looking
tutorial,
stick man.
Exactly. I'll make the best stick man, but I'm willing to help, you know, it doesn't matter what, you know, type of thing. And that's very beautiful to me. So.
And Lisa would like to ask, for the new students, obviously, in the August intake of high certificates, right? What sort of, I guess, advice would you give them, and also those coming next year? How would you advise them to pick, like, how would you go about picking a faculty to go in, and how would you go about explaining to them what it is they can expect being at SAE?
So I think the thing is, most of the students that come to us come here already knowing what they want to do. It's rare. I come from another institution where we had many disciplines, and their students would come and write a test and things like that. Here, students come and they say, "This is what I want to do," and then and during the consultation, we'll still try and determine, and they'll be like, "I'm sure."
Sign the paper.
One thing there's sometimes a bit of hesitance on is between animation and gaming. If it's not a dead set gamer. So there sometimes we see, and then we'll get involved with lecturers and things like that. So, but it's rare that we don't have someone that wouldn't know. But what's amazing is you also see that a student will, for example, do a higher certificate on animation and then move on to BA gaming. So you also have the opportunity to do that. But what students can expect? A jam-packed semester. But living your passion every day. We've spoken about that a lot now. But coming to class every day and having it be exciting, because you learn something new every day. Being surrounded by other creatives, being inspired by other creatives, like you said. You walk around campus, people are busy with things. My favorite part of the day is at 4:30, I walk through the campus and I check what students are doing in the labs, and I have some conversations. And I get inspired through that every single day. And that's what you said now as well. So getting that inspiration every day, not just from other students, from your lecturers, but also doing your own homework, you know. And I think you guys are the perfect example of that through this podcast. You did homework to get to where you are now. Nobody said to you, this is how you do it. So, but expect to work hard, but also have the best time.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
I think it never feels like work. It never feels like school. I think that was one of, like, my biggest experiences, like, at SAE so far, is a thing of, I feel like some people, like, go into degrees, like, somewhere where they like, I don't know if I'm feeling this, you know, I'm not entirely happy. For me, it's a constant thing at SAE. Like, I'm happy to be here and I enjoy it. It's not like I've got to go to school now or something, you know, type of thing. It's not school. It's just I'm active, you know, type of thing. It's like constant activities, constant, like you said, learning more what your passion is about and how to better yourself, you know, in this passion. So it never feels like work, the type of thing. And I think that's one of the most important things. And I think that's a very nice thing that SAE brings, is that it's not like work. It's your passion, like we said, which is very great.
And I think also you'll see it when you come to campus in the evening or on a Saturday, sorry, my voice, but our students are always here. And it's not that they're always busy working on an assignment. They might just be here hanging out. And it's because they love being here and being surrounded by the other creative people.
I mean, we're finished with class and we still, like, stay here for like 3-4, like, I want to say hours almost. 10 a.m. class, and then we stay here till 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you know, type of thing.
Like,
But
eventually we get kicked off campus. Like, guys, we're locking up now. We're locking up. Okay, just 5 more minutes.
you know, when soms sort of voter comes through and it's like, gents. Please.
It's always subs on a Friday.
It sounds like
Subs on a
it's time to go home.
Like, guys, I want to go home. I know you love it here, but go home.
Go home. You can come back tomorrow. It's fine.
Campus is open tomorrow. Go home.
And everybody always says, just another 5 minutes.
Yes.
Just another 10 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think that's with us as well. We've got people saying we need to go home now. But yeah, Lisa, thank you so much for coming onto the podcast, telling us a bit
Thanks
more about
for
yourself.
having me.
And thank you for the work that you do here at SAE.
Really
I mean,
appreciate
your
it.
work every day, I think it's countless hours that you work, admin, all that stuff, but you really make it a great environment for our students.
Thank
And
you,
we can't
guys.
thank you guys enough.
Thank you. And I also just want to say we're extremely proud of this podcast team. You guys have done something phenomenal. And like you said, it's on your CV as well. So
Yeah,
that's
I
great.
mean-
But you've left a legacy. And, take that with you. Be proud of it and keep doing things like this because this is what moves you forward. And then other people can follow as well. So well done.
Thank you.
I
Yeah.
think I'm almost going to start crying.
Please don't.
Like, just shut off the cameras first, please.
We can cry at graduation.
It'll
Yo.
graduation. No, then the
It's
tears
gonna
are gonna
be
come
water.
through. Oh my word, the
It's
tissue
gonna be like the
boxes.
Olympics opening ceremony. with the
No,
water
it's gonna
bottles.
be
Sprinklers everywhere.
Yeah, but until that day, it's been us. I've been Yanku.
I've been Morocco.
We've been here with Lisa Ruetman, and we are signing off.